wherever you are around the globe. I would like to start by asking these questions. Is there any topic or discussion you've been avoiding because you're afraid, or you think it can't be helped because it's hopeless? It could be government corruption, wars among nations, or opposing views or beliefs. How about we talk about death? What comes to your mind when you hear it? What is your short-term and long-term response when a loved one dies? We're gonna talk about that in 1 Thessalonians 4:14. This book is written by Apostle Paul. Let's read. For we believe that Jesus died and rose again, and so we believe that God will bring with Jesus those who have fallen asleep in him. The first word is for, and for us to be able to understand this properly, we have to read through the previous verse, which is verse 13. It says, "Brothers and sisters, we do not want you to be uninformed about those who sleep in death, so that you do not grieve like the rest of mankind who have no hope." Why did Paul write this? He wrote this for the Greek Christians because during that time, they had their own or previous belief about death before conversion. Their belief about death was regardless of the good things or deeds you might have done or they might have done on earth, people would be locked in Hades for all eternity. That's why they were grieving hopelessly. Umiiyak sila na parang wala nang pag-asa. Parang tinuldukan na yung kanilang buhay. Yun na yun, after death. That's why Greek Christians were deeply concerned about the church members who had died since Paul left after weeks. They thought their souls would go to Hades and be locked in Hades for eternity, hopelessly. This was when Paul explained through this letter their concern about those who have died before them. Let me read again verse 14. It says, "For we believe that Jesus died and rose again, and so we believe that God will bring with Jesus those who have fallen asleep in him." In other version or translations, it says, those who have died, believers who have died. Okay, let's clear this up. It's okay to grieve for the loss of your loved ones, just as people in the Bible did, like King David when his son Absalom died. In 2 Samuel 18:33, the king was deeply moved and went up to the chamber over the gate and wept. And as he went, he said, "Oh, my son Absalom, my son Absalom. Would I had died instead of you, O Absalom, my son Absalom." And in 2 Samuel 19:8, then the king got up and took his seat in the gate. The troops were all told, "See, the king is sitting in the gate," and all the troops came before the king. What can we see here? King David cried over the loss of his son Absalom, and afterward he got up. Why? Because King David had this living hope. He acted with a living hope, which answers to the 1 Thessalonians 14 CD. It says, "So that you do not grieve like the rest of the mankind who have no hope." Church, one of the primary reasons that affect the Christian faith is us holding on to our unbelief. That is why we look uninformed. Nagmumukha tayong walang pag-asa, walang alam dahil sa mga belief natin na pinangahawakan. And it's time to eliminate those unnecessary things we learned from this world, like the superstitious belief, mga unbiblical things, unbiblical belief na meron tayo that we've learned from the people we grew up with, from the people who surrounded us before. It's time to eliminate those. We see death as the last word, but God has the last word. That is why Paul encouraged the Greek Christians and encourages us now to put our complete trust and total confidence in the one who is the living hope, our living hope, and that is Jesus. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you all.